Welcome to the campus of Immanuel High School for tonight's Dairyland Conference game between the Pepin Alma Eagles and your Immanuel Lutheran Lancers. Please stand if you are able, remove your hats as the Immanuel Pep Band, under the direction of Joel Guru, leads us in the national anthem. Immanuel High School and Alma-Pepin High School and WIA record good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators in interscholastic events. Please support the players, coaches, and officials in a positive manner. Comments of a sexist, racial, or ethnic nature or other intimidating actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from gymnasium. Please be aware of the possibility of ball or player entering the bleachers during the competition. Thank you and enjoy the game. Now for our starting lineups, first for Pepin Alma Eagles. Junior number 1, Macy Stewart. Senior number 3, Kennedy Carlson. Junior number 20, Nessa Knoll. Sophomore number 24, Jillian Schmidt. And senior number 30, Tori Creighton. The Eagles are coached by Brady Houlihan, assisted by Chris Creighton. And now for your Immanuel Lancers. Senior number 11, Becky Nelner. Junior number 14, Gwyneth Gergel. Junior number 15, Savannah Quaid. Freshman number 21, Paige Goodman. And senior number 24, Gabby Radical. Lancers are coached by Missy Nelner, assisted by Christian Goodman.
Today's matchup between the Immanuel Lancers and the Alma-Pepin Eagles. Tip won by the Eagles. Kick out quickly to Stewart. She'll slow it down and get us set up. Swings it around to Creighton. Deep corner. She'll step inside. Kick back out. Creighton the open three. Bounces up and out. Tipped up in the air and rebounded by Stewart herself, who's fouled quickly. Eagles a chance to get some quick points on the board. See if they can get a good pass in play here. Passing it in will be Creighton. Fakes corner, fakes opposite corner, goes back to the first corner with Stewart. Right back to her, spins, has some space, she'll step inside. Rims up and out, tipped by Radical, saved by Radical into the hands of Milner. Milner will try to push it. Jump stop, we're going to kick out, pressure on her, and a foul was called against Carlson. Nope, going to go in Stewart. Both of them were smacking at it. They do get Stewart. Both important members of this team. A couple of their top scorers. As this one tipped out of bounds by Stewart's last touch by Radical. Could have just let it go. Wanted to take the quick grab and jump back inside. Ended up mishandling it out of bounds. So the Eagles take it right up to the floor for their second time tonight. Eagles on the year, currently 1-3. They're 1 win coming against Augusta. Lancers also beat them. One of their losses being Bud Taylor. Lancers lost to them as well. A quick jumper here will hit for number 24, Schmitz. Gives the Eagles a quick 2-0 lead. Gurgle trapped, tipped out of her hand, picked up by Goodman. She'll spin, pressure right up on her, swings it back high to Gurgle. Quickly over to Radical, has corner. Now there's some space, she'll drive inside. Open lane, banks it up and in, and we're tied at 2. Swings it around the Creighton, goes to the deep corner. Just back high, sends it up to Stewart. Deep corner. Dave's looking for an option. Putting the dribble around down there. Cut off, lost the dribble. Now going to feed it to the post. Double team, triple team. Kick out, tip, handle, inside, foul is called on Quaid. And that'll send Schmidt to the line to take 2. Schmidt, the only 2 points for the Eagles tonight, hit their last one, also the first point of the game. As he has a chance to break this current tie at 2-2 with 16:34 to go in the first half. Rims out on her first. They have one last chance to give him at least a 1-point lead. Schmidt second. Banks out, tipped up in the air. Radical's got a hand on, she'll try to push it quickly. Has played ahead of her. Finds her a little bit late, creates a little bit of space. She'll step inside. Rims up and out, tipped up and around, and rebounded by Carlson. Swing back across, goes into the paint, tipped away and stolen right now by Gurgle. Gurgle a 2-on-2. Takes it herself, finishes strong. 2-point lead. Back up the floor goes Creighton, gonna swing around, goes right back to her deep corner, has some space, won't take it, a drive inside instead. Neller caught, standing up. Ball will bounce out of bounds, last touched by Eagles. First step of the day will be number 20, Clokey. Entering in for Quaid. Lancers' last game was on Friday. Ended up beating the Osseo Fairchild Thunder to give them their 3-3 record, which they currently hold now. Did it without Clokey, was still out for at least this game, had her MRI earlier today, and we'll get the results back from there in the next few days. So by our next game, we'll have some updates for you there. As this one swatted away and stolen by Stewart. Gurgle trying to cut it off, and eventually will. She'll change direction and hand off at the free throw line. Kick back out for the open 3, won't take it. Hand it back off and put around for Schmidt. And a foul is called on her way in. Already the third team foul on the Lancers. First one against Goodman, Quaid with the other 2 as she has already hit the bench. Did very well in the Osseo game to stay out of foul trouble. Already with 2 in the first few minutes. She'll sit for most of this first half, you'd think. As this one bounces up and in once again. Stewart for her first point tonight. It'll be Stewart. Ties up the game in 4. Inside, trying to pass the double team. Will quickly over to Downer. Just handles the pass. Makes her drive a little bit late, but a foul's called anyway. This one going to go against Schmidt. A lot of fouls called here in the first 3 minutes. That is the second team foul already on the Eagles as well. Nelner fakes corner. Now going to go right back to that corner. Gurgle steps up. Pass to Goodman. Right back over to Gurgle. Keep in the corner with Lydia. Has some space. Sends it long. And a rebound by Radical, deep corner. She'll step back inside. Open jumper, knocks it down. It's a 2-point Lancer lead. Swing back quickly to the corner. Once again, driving past Nelner. This time getting inside, but comes a little bit short. Rebound inside, right back up, bounce up and out again. It's a rebound again, and this time she's fouled. A couple times in a row, the Eagles have run that exact play. And every time they got blow by off of Nelner, gotta make sure to cut off that baseline. She's gotten in twice. This time got a couple of good looks and finds herself at the line. As her first drops in, chance to tie it with her second. I'll give Noel her first points of the game. Takes her second free throw with a chance to tie. No bounce off, rebounded by Goodman. Sent up the floor to Nelner. Quickly across to Gurgle. Pressure on it, quickly over to Radical. Double team comes. Radical dribbles to it. Kick inside. Lydia fakes the pass. Quickly over to Nelner. Nelner's got some space. Banks it off too high. Foul call on Radical. That's the team's fifth.
Number 24, David Radical. First personal, team's fifth.
It is Radical's first, but only 3 minutes and 36 seconds in. Lance already had 5 team fouls. We're 2 away from having the Eagles chance to get a whole lot of free points off free throws from a lot of quick fouls. Quickly to the corner. Driving in, good job from Nelner. Off that baseline, steps on the line, going right back to the Lancers. Good job from Nelner to readjust. Saw what she was doing. Cut her off and forced the turnover as Hammond enters in early for Goodman. Lancers short staff without quickly got to go deeper into their bench. Saw Ikes get a whole lot of significant playing time against Asio as well, and I'm surprised she came in sometime in this first half as well. Gurgle driving around, gonna get back to the team. Gets into Lydia, right back up top, score! Stewart leading through traffic, kick out, open jumper. Off the back rim, rebound side, got position over, banks it up and in. That's great. Timeout call for the Lancers. 7-6, a 1-point lead for the Eagles with 13:48 to go. Go for it. 7-6, a 1-point lead. Lots of pressure for the Eagles. As it is beat easily with an over-the-top pass to Radical. Radical driving inside. Bounces up and out. Rebounded quickly by Stewart, and she'll try to push the floor. Sends it across to Carlson. Right back to Stewart. Stewart the open three. Off the front rim. Tipped around. And out into the hands of Creighton. Right back to her. Has the paint. Noel turns. Open shot. Won't take it. Kick to the corner. Right back up top. Another open three. She hits it. Stewart gives him a 4-point lead. She's got 5 on the night. Quick pass into now. The tip and score. Into the hands of Stewart once again. Driving in the Gurgle. Cut off. Quick pass across. Has some space. Lays it up and in. Creighton adds 2 more. She's got 4 on the night and the lead's up to 6. That pressure getting to the Lancers. They're trapping the top player, trying to just pass through it or dribble through it. Has not worked out. They've got some quick steals on it. Has the pass inside, but Lydia won't find her. Back up top to Hammond. Into the paint with Radical. She'll step inside. Back over to Hammond. Hammond's got some space. Won't take it. Back up top to Gurgle. Gets it over to Nelner. Has Lydia open corner. Still can't find her. Radical tries to get it to her. Poked out of her hands and stolen. Lancers struggling to get their heads turned to that corner, keeping them on one side of the floor. Back up top to Stewart. She'll drive in. Kick out corner. Another open three. Off the corner. Tipped up in the air. The foul is called over the back on Stewart. That'll be her second and the team's third. Goodman in for Lydia. As the Eagles brought the press just the one time. Ended up being beat quickly by the Lancers, but could not finish the shot on the other end. Just rushed it a little bit. As bodies hit the floor on the other side of the floor. No fouls called. Kickball called where the ball was as the Lancers get another pass in from the side. They've put Goodman into the corner. Goodman been a solid 3-point shooter for the Lancers so far in their first 6 games. If they can get their eyes turned to that corner, they can find it for open 3 almost every time. Gets it up top to Hammond. Back up top to Gurgle. Over to Nelner. Into the paint with Radical. Radical step out. Hand off to Gurgle. Gurgle open 3. Off the front rim. Rebound Goodman. Hand back off to Gurgle. She'll drive around. Kick off Hammond. Hammond's got some space. She'll send it right back high. Swings it around the perimeter. Nelner has a lane. Traveling on her way in. Going right back to the Eagles. Good look from Gurgle as she had a couple of nice threes in that Osseo game to pull them ahead early. Comes a little bit short on the first one here when they needed one as they find themselves doubled up with 11:55 to go. Stewart up top. Swings it across to Creighton. Back over to Stewart. Quick to the corner. And And a travel is called once again. Nelner cutting off that baseline, forcing the turnover by Schmidt. They're starting to take off the easy layups on the baseline with Lydia entering back in for Hammond. Back in quickly to Gergel with 11:45 to go. Drives around, going to hand off to Nelner. Right back up top to Gergel. Had Lydia in the paint, a little bit late, going to get the hand on it anyway, and a foul is called as running in quickly was Schmidt. I believe that's her second and the team's fourth.
Second personal, team's fourth.
Now the Eagles starting to rack up the fouls. The Lancers held strong in the last 5 or so minutes to not commit any more fouls, as they will now send out Schmidt and enter in Johnson for the first time tonight. Nelner on the pass in. Pass to Radical, double team, ball on the floor, and a jump ball call as the Eagles called that one out from the beginning. Coach yelling from the sideline, you know who it's going to? Both defenders went in on Radical to take away the quick pass. People get a whole hand on it, so he just forced a jump ball. Remains with the Lancers. Kick out to Goodman. She's got an open three. Off the back rim, Radical racing will get there in time. Steps back in, triple teamed over to Nelner. Nelner the short jumper. Bounces up and out. Gets her own rebound, the jump ball called. Getting a hand on it first was Knoll. So the Lancers, a couple of good looks, couldn't quite knock either of them down, and another jump ball sends it right back to the Eagles. Stewart back up the floor and leads her team with currently 5 points on the night. Has their only made 3 as well. They've taken quite a few of them. Stewart looking for an option to swing back around. Sends it to the corner. Into the paint. Good hands from Gergel. Tip it into the hands of Nelner. Quickly over to Gergel. She'll step out. Deep corner with Lydia. Has some space. Her second three of the night. Bounces off long. Rebound Stewart. Defense backs off. She'll push it up the floor. Swings it quickly to Creighton. Deep corner. Skip pass across. Trying to go quick pass. Tipped away by Radical. Ends up going out of bounds. Right idea from Stewart. Didn't quite get enough power in her pass across. Radical read it well to get a hand up there. And force a pass in corner now for the Eagles. Gets it in quickly to Stewart. Back over to Creighton. Back over to Stewart. Deep corner. Wants to skip pass again, going to get it. Pass quick to the corner, has a hand on it, not quite enough. Open jumper, tips off the side of the rim. Ends up going out of bounds off the hands of Lydia. Another pass in baseline coming from Creighton. Has open corner for a second. Lydia gets over there in time. Into the paint, Nelner reads it well. The hand on it, got the ball, but her foot was on the line. Which has Creighton passing in once again. Both teams reading the inbound plays well, time able to fully execute. As well as pass to the post along with Nelner. Kick out for the open jumper. Sends it long. Rebound for a double team. Triple team. Stuck in it. Timeout called. 12-6, a 6-point lead for the Eagles with 10:22 to go here in the first half. Back from the timeout, 12-6, a 6-point lead for the Eagles. They've got the ball, another pass from the baseline. Their third pass on possession has a wide open layup. That's Stewart, who now has 7 on the night. Gergel right back up the floor. It's over to Nelner. Pass quick to the Radical. Over to Lydia. Steps back, long 2. Sends it long, foul called on Radical. The rebound was handled by Stewart. Radical picks up, I believe, her second. And it'll be team's sixth.
Second personal, team 6.
So they'll trade Quaid fouls as well, but that's not the last 5 or 6 minutes for Radical, who has yet to sit today. He just picked up her second foul, along with Ricegraph for Newell on the other end. And Next foul will have the Eagles shooting a 1-and-1. Already with a 6-point lead, Lancers gotta stay disciplined. Especially Quaid, who already has those two. Driving inside, kick out, swing quickly to the corner. Skip pass across, steps through, pass quickly across, open layup, bounces up and in. Improving drastically in the opening minutes for the Eagles. They're having their way here with the Lancers on offense. Quickly to the paint with Quaid, kick to the corner, good minute three. They need it. Rims up and out. Rebounded inside by Rice-Graf and handed off to Stewart. Goodman now 0 for 2. Back cross for Creighton, quickly back cross, goes to the deep corner. Back up high. Skip pass across, got the open three with Creighton. Bounces up and out. Tipped out of bounds. Going back to the Lancers. Eagles doing a great job on the boards to always get in front. They haven't always got it, as you can see there. Coach for the Eagles wanted a over-the-back call. Might have had a point on it, too. Doesn't go his way. Gurgle's driving up top. Pressure comes quickly to Quaid. Absolutely all alone. With a foul called beforehand. That'll be the team's 5th. First one against Johnson, but the fouls continue to rack up now for the Eagles as well, as they're now just 2 away from the bonus. Gurgle drives around to the corner, gets up to Lydia. Into the paint, tipped away by Rice-Graf. Can't save it, falling out of bounds. And it'll be a Lancer pass in on the baseline. Has wide open corner if she wants it. Send it high to Quaid instead. Quaid steps out, back to the corner with Goodman. Goodman, her third three. Bounces long, chipped by Nelner. Rebounded by Nelner. Hand out to Gurgle. Gurgle's got some space, won't take it. Steps back up top and she'll reset. Over to Lydia. Skip pass across to Nelner. Drives to the corner, kick out Goodman. Another open three. She'll knock it down. Lancers get some points. Goodman now 1 for 5 and brings the Lancers back within 7. Back across for Creighton. Stewart a deep three. Off the corner, tipped into the hands of Quaid. Up the floor to Goodman. She'll hand off to Gurgle. Gurgle doesn't have a lot of options, so slow it down. Back up out to Nelner. Quick to the paint with Quaid. Back to the corner with Lydia. Lydia tries inside. A little floater bounces out. Tipped in the hands of Goodman. Drills out beyond the arc. Swings it around the perimeter. Into the paint with Quaid. Kick out Lydia. Lydia the open three. She'll fake it once again. Steps inside. And a kick ball on Creighton. (16-9). Lancers on their passing on the baseline. It'll be Nelner. Quick sub in beforehand. It'll be Knoll. And he's in for Johnson. Nope. Carlson. Gonna bounce pass high to Gurgle. Gurgle fakes. Goes corner to Lydia. Lydia's got some space. This time she'll take it. And sends it long. Creighton back up top. Quick swing across. No one in the corner to pass to. Almost just threw it out of bounds. Good pass across. Being outside to kick it back high. Right over cross. Stewart the open three. And sends it long. Rebounded by Quaid and handed off to Goodman. Couple of good looks for both teams here. Haven't been able to hit the threes. Those start falling, drastically change in scoring here. Pass back over to Goodman. Back out to Gurgle. Over to Nelner. Into Quaid. Back over to Lydia. Pass at her feet and stolen away. Adder. This has to be a little bit better pass. Stewart sends quick corner. Right back up to her. Good pass across. Kick back high. Creighton will drive inside. Back over to Stewart. Stewart sends it back short corner. And it back off, up to her. Still driving baseline. Cut off, into the paint. Tipped around and stolen away by Goodman. Hands off now, has Lydia in front of her. Gonna give it to her. Pass across, blocked up in the air. Rebound, Nelner. Can't finish, gets her but again, little fade away, and she's fouled. Both teams now with 6. Nelner led to the line, and both teams will be heading to the line for the final 6:52. And they're both now in the bonus. First one on Carlson. Nelner with a chance to hit double digits with at least one. It's her first. She's got 3 on the night. And she'll take her second to make it a 5-point game. Bounces long. Rebound Quaid inside. A lot of pressure, gonna get the roll. Lancers turn it into a 3-point play, and they're right back within 4. Riding a 6-0 run after being down 16-9. More quick movement. No options, he'll dribble inside, kick back out, and up top, quickly into the short corner. Sends it right back high. Some space, won't take it. Deep corner, passes a bit late, not a lot of space, sends it back high. Steps through, kick out, back into the corner. Pressure comes, gonna send it back up top to Creighton. Into the paint with Knoll. Hand back off, Creighton got some space, back in short corner. Quick two, and so knock it down. Rescraft now with 4 as Girl drives corner over to Lydia. A lot of space. Sends it wrong once again. Rebound Quaid inside. Right back up. Sends it short. And tipped it around by Quaid once again. Randall swinging across. Driving inside, kick out corner. Right back up to her. Swinging around the perimeter, right back into the paint. Swinging around double team, kick out open 3. Mishandled the pass, now drives inside. Blocked by Milner. And a foul is called on Knoll. Didn't need it, wanted the quick steal, and then ended up putting 17 foul now. That's a good result. 2 free points for the Lancers as Radical enters in for Lydia. Quaid with the Lancers. Quaid with the Lancers better shooters at the free throw line. Chance to steal 2 away from them. First runs in. Their second to make it a 4-point game. Falls well. 18-14, 4-point lead for the Eagles. Lancers steadily coming back with 5:35 to go. Mishandles the pass. Riley gets a hand on it. She'll get it back. Now a free lane inside. Comes up short. Rebound Goodman. Kick up the floor to Elder. Sends it deep to Radical. Read well and picked off by Creighton. Now he gets back in position. Pass across. Goodman almost gets a hand on it. Now back up top to Creighton. Swings it around quickly to Schmidt. Schmidt steps around. Open 3. Comes up short. Rebounding Quaid. Mishandles it. Now picked up by Goodman. And a jump ball. Which will end up staying with the Lancers. Girl drives to the corner, gives it to Radical. Radical drives baseline, kicks it out. Goodman open 3. And step and drive inside instead. Over to Nelner. Kick out to Goodman once again. This time she'll take it. Knocks down another. Goodman is tonight. She's 2 for 6. That's a 1-point game. Creighton up top, will swing it over to Knoll. Now back up top. Another open 3. Off the corner, tipped up in the air. Ends up being rebounded by Knoll. Looking back inside, tipped up off the backboard and picked up by Goodman. Up the floor to Girdle. 4:25 to go. Lancers a chance to take a lead. Over to Nelner. Quickly into the paint with Quaid. Corner Goodman. Another one. Rims up and out, tipped up in the air and rebounded by Carlson. On the floor to Creighton. Girdle on her at half court. Going to swing it around quickly. Looks to the paint. Takes her time. Back up top to Creighton. Swings it over to Schmidt. Back over to Creighton. Into the short corner. Sends it right back high. Swinging around the perimeter. Goes to the deep corner. Back into the paint. Kick out. Open 3. Creighton. Rims out. Rebounded by Nelner. Some good movement. Got an open shot. Once again can't hit. Good pass inside to Goodman. Who lays for the win? Lancers take a 1-point lead. 19-18. Goodman now with 8 on the night. Timeout called by the Eagles. 19-18, a 1-point Lancer lead. Goodman's got 8 of the 19, and the Lancers up by 1 with 3:33 to go. Second at time, but a strong showing from the Lancers after going down 16-6. They've come back on a 13-2 run with 3:30 left now. Can they hold on to this lead? Into the corner. Right back up top. Swings around quickly. Radical read it well. Didn't want to chance it. As now Liddy heads the floor. Back up top with Creighton going quickly to the corner. Right back into the paint. Kick out. Swings it around. Short corner pass a little bit late. Now pressure on her and a foul called on Elmer. And there's it goes against Goodman, who just picked up her third. So Goodman, usually not one to be in foul trouble, has 3 already in this first half. And now they change it. So it is on Elmer, which is what I thought so initially. It's not on Goodman. Goodman does still have 2 though, which is still significantly high for a first half. As the first 1-1 of the night for the Eagles. Will pay off as Leescraft picks up her 5th point of the night, and we are even at 19. Leescraft got 6, and the lead switches to a 1-point Eagle lead. Looks towards Goodman, gonna give it to her. Driving up top to Girdle. Takes to Lydia. Now Lydia will step up and make it a better pass. Looks corner, getting with the paint instead. Quaid will turn and shoot. Quaid now with 5 on the night. 2:40 to go. He's trading points here in the last 2 possessions. Right back up top to Creighton. Make some penetration. Back over to Creighton. Short corner. Has a skip pass. She's a little bit late, gonna get it there anyway, and knocks it down. Big hit for Schmidt. She's got 5 and the lead's up to 2. Schmidt 3. Stuck with it. It's an absent, giving her to help. Now she's stuck in the corner. She'll pick up her dribble. Gets over corner to Girdle. Girdle dribbles back up high and she'll reset it. Lydia. Into Radical. Takes pass in the paint. Takes handoff to Girdle. Radical drive in herself and finish. Radical faked a couple of passes. Russia just drove on a couple of Eagles. And ties up this game now at 23. She knocks down her 4th point as well. This will be quick up to Creighton. A chance for quick 2. Now quick skip pass once again. Made her last one. This one bounces out. Tipped up in the air, rebounded by Radical. She'll go quickly. A lot of speed. Has some space now in a 1-on-2. Rims up and out, and rebounded by Knoll. Hands off to Creighton. 1:15 to go. Game still tied at 23. Both teams with 7 fouls apiece. Up top to Schmidt. Picked off by Radical. Once again on a fast break. And it's fouled by Creighton. 1:03 to go as Radical heads to the line. The 18th foul now on the Eagles. As Creighton picks up her first. Radical's first bounces out. Check in. As Radical misses her 2nd as well. Schmidt back up the floor. Under a minute to go. Gets it over to Creighton. Back up top to Schmidt. To the corner. Schmidt swings it around the perimeter. Takes corner, get it right back to Schmidt. She'll look to drive inside. Pass blocked once again and stolen away by Radical. Has a 2-on-2. Takes it herself. Can't draw the next foul. Ends up being tipped out of bounds off Creighton. So 3 fast breaks all in a row for Radical. Misses her first. Second one gets fouled, misses both free throws. This time gets it swatted out of bounds. She'll end up heading to the bench for the final 39.2 as Nelner enters in. Lancers trying to take a lead here late. They had it for a little bit. Kick out corner, Liddy. Open 3-1. Take it back to Gurgle. Gurgle will take it. Rims out. Rebounded by Knoll and handed off to Creighton. See if the Eagles try to just hold it up to the end. They got 26 seconds to waste. Back up top with Creighton. Coach yelling one shot, assuming that means they're going to hold it and take one final shot. Mostly go with like 10 seconds left. Holding it now with 15. Took it over hands. Gurgle can't take it away. Now they got to go. 8 seconds left. Kick to the corner. Back up high. Coach counting out numbers. 2 seconds. Throw away. Quite at the buzzer. Too high. Eagles tried the strategy of getting the last second shot. Ended up with no shot. Lancers nearly had 2. Quaid's ends of the tad line. We go into the locker room tied at 23. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the second half. And we're back for the second half, 23-23. Solid first half from both teams. Eagles started out strong, ended up fading away a little bit on the offensive end toward the end. Lancers took advantage, tied this one up. Deep three rims it out at the beginning for Stewart here. Looking another chance to get the offensive rebound. Gonna go right back up to her. Swings it around to Creighton. Steps up, gonna fake, now go corner. Stewart to drive inside. Kick back out to Creighton. Steps in a little bit, fakes and will go back over Stewart. Stewart steps in, quick swing corner, takes a three. Lancers defense staying strong. Cutting off drives well. This one's gonna get through, but comes up short, gets one rebound. Every Lancer collides. Lancers hitting the floor. Kick out corner for the open three, heads long. Rebounding side once again. Third opportunity, gonna swing it around the perimeter. Little floater. Rims out again and rebounded by Radical. Lancer defense holding them. Quickly an offensive rebound, ended up not affecting them. This one tipped out of bounds off the hands of Girdle. And the defense for the Eagles comes up with a turnover as well. Gives it up to Creighton. Right back to her. Looks corner, gonna go back to Creighton instead. Back over now, gonna go deep corner. Takes a three, gonna drive up high. Kick out up top. Pass low. Gonna be handling back up top to Stewart. Stewart steps in, right back to her. Open three for Creighton, won't take it. Gonna go deeper corner. Back into the paint. Swings it around. Has a lane. Inside. Bounces out. Tipped up in the air and rebounded by Radical. Handed off to Nell, and she's back up the floor for the Lancers. Quick turnover last time. This time look at the first pass off. There's the second as well. Fakes. Looks back at Girdle, and Girdle drive through. Quickly the thing with Radical. Has a whole lot of space. Solomon late, gonna kick out to Girdle. Back up top to Goodman. Over to Nelner. Now they're gonna reset. Back up top to Girdle. Quickly over to Nelner. Corner to Goodman. Goodman got some space. So first 3.5. Gonna knock it down. Take it for C-1 Picks him up by 3. Picks up her 12th point of the night. 11th point of the night. Back up high, gonna swing it deep across. Picked off by Radical. Read it well. Radical, one of the tallest on the floor. A lot of good steals so far tonight. Knocks on the one there. Quick back over to Radical. She'll fake a deep two. Driving in baseline. Kick out. Up top with Girdle. Back over to Nelner. Into the paint with Quaid. Quaid steps in. Back up corner Goodman. Another one. Rims out. Rebounded by Nolan. Kicked out to Stewart. Stewart slows it down and sends it across to Creighton. Back up to Stewart. Stewart got some space. Won't take it. Steps inside. Kick back up top to Creighton. Creighton for the tie. Knocks it down. Creighton, a big three. Ties us up at 26. Around and down there into the paint with Quaid. Kick off, quick corner to Radical. Dribble now, gonna swing it back across to Goodman. Too far. Eagles gonna need it stopped. Now a chance to go back and retake a lead. The Penguins come back around to Creighton. Creighton a quick pull. This one going to run out. Tipped it around off the hands of Quaid. Passing baseline. Needs an option. Time money out. Going to send one high to Stewart. Back to the corner. Creighton sends one back out to Stewart. Switch it around. Looks at Carlson. Carlson will go through. And swing back around to Creighton. Takes corner. Back up high to Stewart. Deeper corner. Open three. Sent long. Tipped out of bounds. This one going off the hands of Carlson. Nope. We'll say last touch by Radical. Quaid and Radical both tipped out of bounds those last two times. Both fouls should have been the other way. Gives the Eagles another chance to get some points here. Into the paint with Noel. Kick out. Creighton swings the corner high. Tipped out of bounds. That one's staying with the Eagles as well. Madison has outlet high for a wide open three. Goodman reads it well. She's out there when it gets there. Swings it across. Radical comes read. Radical's got space. Finishes on the other end. He's got 6 and Lancer leads up to 2. Back up the floor goes Stewart. Over to Creighton. Creighton hits the floor. Pass away with Noel. Kick out corner. Open 3. Bounces out. Rebound Radical. Swings it back to Milner. Into the paint with Quaid. Corner. Goodman. Back out to Radical. Radical fake. She'll step inside. Back to the corner with Goodman. Up to Radical. And swinging around to Gurgle. Right back to Radical. Lancer's trying to bounce forward. Good pass to the paint for Nelner. Nelner turns. Good find from Radical as the Lancers up now by 4. High pass and a timeout call before 30-26. The Lancers coming out strong on offense. Have a 4-point lead with 13:10 to go. Back from the timeout, 30-26, a 4-point Lancer lead. As their defense has stayed strong, just 1 made 3 for the Eagles so far. There's only a chance to add 2 here with Stewart up top. Gives it over to Creighton. Right back to her. Right back to Creighton. Eagles offense confused. Pass high, gonna be handled. Right back up to her, fakes to the corner, got Radical in the air. Now gonna get back to the corner. Radical has a hand on it. It ends up rolling out of bounds. Passing baseline from Creighton. Has wide open up top. Gonna go to the paint instead. Noel spinning around, gonna go back high. Gonna go to Schmidt. Right back to paint with Noel. She'll spin and send him back high. Then gets a hand on it, eventually handles it. Gives it over to Stewart. She'll drive in. Deep 2. Off the back. And up and out of bounds. Go back up the floor. Hand off to Nelner. Looks to the paint, has Quaid. Back across for Radical. Radical steps through, looks to the reverse. Hits it in! Lancers take a 6-point lead with a chance to make it 7 at the line. Zone did not compress on Quaid. Quaid had all the space in the world. Could have shot, could have passed. Ended up finding a good pass. 3-point play. She's got 9 on the night. Before goes Stewart, needs to get some offense going. Swings it back across. Clay hits the floor once again. Kick out corner, open 3. Rims out. Tipped up on the floor. He's got a hand on it. Now a jump ball going to be called. And that'll go back to the Lancers. Let's see if the Eagles will come back with some press sometime. Had a little bit in that first half. She need a jump start as the Lancers scored on multiple possessions now. Radical all alone inside, draws the foul once again. And she's right back to the line to take 2 more. Second team foul on the Eagles this half.
Third personal, team's seconds. Shooting 2, Gabby Radical.
Makes it a 10-point game. Second bounce up, rebounded by Quaid. So dribble out, kick out to Radical. Radical steps inside, quick to the corner. Crib in the open 3. Hits! 37-26, an 11-point Lancer lead. Goodman's got 15. Swings it back high. Open 3 for Stewart. Moves out, rebounded by Quaid. Quaid will try to push it. Hand off to Nelner. Nelner driving inside. Has a lane. Blocked from behind. Tipped up in the air. Quaid's got a hand on it. Ends up being a jump ball with Creighton. That'll go right back to the Eagles with 11:19 to go. Sends one high corner. Fakes. He's an option. Pass blocked and out of bounds off the hands of Radical. Bring the pass on the side. She's going to give it up quickly to Stewart. She will take it up high to reset. Drives inside, kick out corner. It drives up, has a lane inside, and a foul called on Melner. Eagles finally getting some penetration here. Forces the foul, sends her to the line to take 2. Just the first foul called for the Lancers after getting 5 in the first 4 minutes of that first half. She's doing considerably better. And Schmidt chance to bring it down to a 9-point game. She'll make her first. Schmidt now with 6 points on the night. Currently a 10-point game, 37-27. Schmidt's second. Off the back rim. Rebounded by Radical. Up the floor to Nelner. Back up to Gurgle. Good read! Green's got some space. Can't finish. Tipped out of bounds. Off the hands of Stewart. His own came back down in a hurry. Good job from Radical to get back around and in front. And here comes the press. Gets in the Gurgle. She'll slow it down. And Lancers will get set. Lydia preparing to check in. Over to Nelner. Trying to read it. Nelner spins away from it. Pass to the paint. Handed by Radical. A lot of pressure on her. So finish strong. Radical's got 12 and lead right back up to 12. Back over Stewart. Has some space. Won't take it. Gonna drive inside instead. Little floater draws the foul again. If it's on Quaid, it's her 4th. If it's on Nelner, it's her 3rd. Gonna go against Nelner. Back-to-back fouls now with both possessions. She's gone from no foul trouble at all to now with 3. With 10:19 to go. They send Lydia in for Nelner. Stewart gonna take 2 more at the line. Backs down. She's got 8 on the night. As Lydia does indeed enter in for Nelner. Stewart to make it a 10-point game. Off the back, and rebounded by Goodman. Another 1-for-2 trip down the floor as Gurgle will take it up top. Swings corner to Goodman. Back up high to Gurgle. Gurgle steps out into the paint with Radical. Pressure right up on her. Drives inside, swings to the cross. No one there. Gonna go right back to the Eagles. Eagles got to get the offense going. Lancers offense starting to go dry a little bit. See if the Eagles can respond. Creighton up top. Into the corner. Driving inside is Schmidt. Back up high for Stewart. Over the corner with Carlson. Deep 2. Bounces in. Carlson gets on the board for the first time tonight. Quick pressure. Nearly got him. Now Radical sends it. Has it high. Radical driving inside. Loses it out of bounds. Back-to-back turnovers from Radical. And the Eagles a chance here. Lancers feeling call timeout. 39-30, 9:36 to go. A 9-point lead for the Lancers. Eagles coming up quickly with the ball when they return. Momentum starting to shift toward the Eagles a little bit. Lancers had a strong little run. Now a couple back-to-back turnovers. Eagles starting to hit their shots. They can get a big hit here. Chance to get themselves right back into it. Swings it around the Creighton. Right back over. Open three. Won't take it. Gonna drive back inside. Has a bit of a lane. A lot of pressure. No foul. This one called on Quaid. Wanted the initial one. Didn't get it. It's being tipped back in the hands of Knoll. Gets the foul call. And will head back to the line to take two. Radical gets her third. They'll send in Nelner, most likely for her, who has three as well. Knoll's first bounces in. Knoll now with two on the night. 1 for 2 on her last trip to the free throw line. Yeah, they're going to send Nelner in for Quaid. Quaid also goes three fouls, so Nelner, Quaid, and Radical in a bit of foul trouble. Goodman not too far behind with two as the second free throw. Falls as well. He's got three on the night. And leads within 7. Knoll will exit, entering in for her will be Reescraft. And now the press starting to become a little bit more dominant. Still a little of a light press. Gergel will spin around. She's got Nelner behind her if she needs it. Gergel now gets across the line. Nelner misses a little bit on that screen, so then get it across to Radical. Steps around, needs an option, kick across to Lydia. Gets on the bounce, hands it up top to Gergel. They'll reset it up, fakes in the paint, gonna get it to Radical anyway. Pass across to Nelner. Nelner's got a lane to finish! Nelner's got 7. And the lead goes right back up to 9. Over to Stewart. Stewart finds a lane once again. Kick out corner, open three. Off the foot, rebounded by Nelner. Gergel will slow it down. Gets it over to Nelner. Lofting pass across. Radical to double team. Splits the defense and hits the end one. Radical her second and one of the night. Heading back to the free throw line to make it a 12-point game.
Calling Eagles number 3, Candy Carlson. First personal team third, shooting 1, Gabby Red.
Radical with 14 on the night. Chance to make it 15. And well. 15 for Radical, her second and one of the night. Lancers with a 12-point lead. As number 1 Stewart now with 3 fouls. And Knoll on her back in for Reescraft. So right when the Eagles had something going, they had it within 7. Lancers, a couple of quick points, they're right back up to a 12-point game. Back across to Stewart. Looks to the paint. They go deep corner. Takes a three. Starts up high. And now Stewart. Stewart looks to drive inside. No lane. Hands back off up top to Smith. Smith with the paint with Knoll. Cross court. Open two. Won't take it. And send it back high instead. Driving around. Green. Deep two. Off the side. Rebound. Carlson inside. So take it back out. Up to Creighton. Over to Stewart. Stewart's got space. Won't take it. Over to Schmitz. Off the front again. Rebounded by Goodman and handed off to Gergel. Lancers defense staying strong. Quaid preparing to check back in. Over to Nelner. Back out of Gergel. Swings to the Goodman. Nelner goes corner. Finds Nelner. Open jumper. Won't take it. A 7-side instead. A lot of contact. No foul called. It's taken away by Knoll. Hands it off up top to Stewart. Stewart fakes. Going to hand it off over to Creighton. Deep corner. Schmidt won't take it. Back inside to Creighton. Swings it over to Stewart. Back over to Creighton. Deep corner. Back over to Creighton. Stewart wants that corner with Carlson. Radicals tipped a few of those. Got to be careful with it. Now going to get it to her. Put on the line. Sends it long. Handled by Lydia. Pressure comes. Going to get it out to Goodman. Hand it off to Nelner. Nelner will push it. No option. Gets away with one there. Going to hand off to Nelner. Back up out to Girdle. Over to Lydia. At deep corner for a second. Swatted away from her. Now Nelner gets it on a spin. Driving inside. Pulls up. Knocks down another. Now for Nelner. 14-point Lancer lead. Timeout called from the Eagles. 46-32, a 14-point Lancer lead with 6:40 to go. 46-32, 14-point lead for the Lancers with 6:40 to go. Defense had stayed strong, only letting up 9 points so far in the second half, with the Lancers doubling already with 46 now, 23 in each half. Up top, Stewart, quick corner, Creighton fakes, back up top. Stewart will slow it down. The rotation, getting it back over to Creighton. Takes corner, high to Stewart. Stewart going to drive inside. Pulls up from free throw line. Coming up short. Was it tipped? It was not. Eagles need answers. We're going to see if they can find it in the press. It's been a little bit soft, but now it's got to come in full force up to Florida Radical. Looks deep. Has Gurgle. Lancers beat it with ease. Going to slow it back down. Drive around to the corner. Swing it over to Nelner. Fakes, no step up high. Can't split the defense. Now back up out to Goodman. Over to Girdle. Gonna get a screen from Radical. Right back to her. Radical with some space. She'll finish strong. Radical with 17 now as the lead grows to 16. Over to Creighton. High to Stewart. Stewart tries inside. Needs something. Through a couple of defenders and draws the foul. Foul going to go against Quaid.
That's your third personal.
2 shots.
Shooting 2, Mason Stewart.
First off the back. Eichstad preparing to check in. Second fall. Stewart now with 9. Radical dribbling to the press. Pressure comes, double teamed, spinning through, hands off to Nelner. Nelner sends a corner to Goodman. Takes about a 3, now going to step back up, sends it over to Girdle. Eichstad heading to check in. Nelner fakes to the paint. Steps up high, had some space, now going to hand it off to Goodman. Back over to Nelner. Getting a stream from Quay, goes opposite, little floater, banks it in. Nelner's got 11. Stewart up top. Pass across, handled cleanly by Carlson, fakes to the corner. Now going to send it into the paint, kick out quickly to Creighton. Skip pass across. Fakes. No option, going to get a screen and go back the other way. Open 3 for Stewart. Off the side. Rebound Radical. Sweeps through, pressure all around. She'll dribble out of it and hand off to Nelner. Back over to Gurgle. Over to Nelner. Back up to Gurgle. In the paint with Radical. Swat out of her hands, she'll get it back. Now dribbling through a couple of defenders. Steps through, draws the foul and one. Third time tonight. Heads to the line to make it a 3-point play.
Ball Kennedy Carlson, second personal. In for the Lancers, Hannah Eichstadt, shooting around, Gabby Radical.
Radical with 19 points on the night and makes it. Has completed 3 and 1s on the night. She's got 20. Lancers lead is 20. And they are in a strong position to finish this game out as Eichstadt is in for Quaid. Kick to the corner with Creighton. Needs something. Not going to get it. Rebound inside. Banks it up and in. Gets it over. Swings it high to Radical. Radical will spin and go. Has a 3-on-2. Over to Goodman. Goodman all alone. Comes up short. Stewart goes quickly. Driving inside. Little floater. Comes up short. Untouched by the Lancers. Bounces out of bounds. Look at the pass in on the baseline. Press stays for the Eagles. 3:44 to go. Down 18. Up to Goodman. Finds the middle with Gurgle. Gurgle's got a 3-on-1. Across. Redwell tipped back in the hands of Gurgle, who will kick out to Goodman. Goodman the open 3. Sends it long. Rebound Radical inside. Kick out. Nelner. She'll take a 3. Comes up short. Rebound Goodman. Little spinner out. Hooks high. Goodman a little pizzazz. Brings him up by 17. Back across to Noel. Noel steps in. Foul is called and one. She's got a chance to make it 8 up the line.
Ball name is number 24, Gabby Radical, fourth personal team skip. Shooting 1, Nesanola.
Brings it in. Brings it down to now a 17-point game. Fakes him into Gurgle. Up to Florida. Eichstadt. Eichstadt 3-on-1 once again. Slows it down. Heidi Goodman giving back across to Radical. Too high. Into the hands of Dick Sammers.
Checking in for the Lancers, Savannah Quaid.
Going to get back into Carlson as Radical tonight. Most likely for the remainder of the game as she's put in a whole lot of work. 20 points on the night for the Lancers. Has open 3 for Stewart. Will go off the back. Rebound Gurgle. Has a chance to push it. She'll take it herself. Blocked from behind by Stewart. Picked up by Goodman. Handed off to Nelner. She'll take another 3. That one will fall. As well. She's got 14. And leads the lead right back up to 20. Back over to Carlson. Big scoring against the back high to Stewart. Stewart drives in. Strong, she's got 11. Up to Goodman. Back to Nelner. She'll drive him before. Hand off to Quaid. Quaid will slow it back down. Into the paint with Eichstadt. Eichstadt will dribble around. Over to Goodman. Fakes. Back up top to Gurgle. Swings it over to Nelner. Back out to Gurgle. Gurgle will slow it down. Over to Goodman. Into the paint. Pass a little bit off its mark. They keep her balanced and get it up back up to Goodman. Quaid the open 3. She'll take one. Off the corner. Tipped around and rebounded by Schmidt. Back up the floor with Stewart. Hands it off to Carlson. Deep corner with Creighton. Creighton drives the baseline. Foul called on Nelner. And that'll be the Lancers' 6th team foul.
All the Lancers number 11, Becky Nelner. That's his fourth personal, team 6. Into the Eagles, Risa and Johnson. In for the Lancers, Loki. Into the Eagles, jump back.
Our subs here for both teams. That's the white flag starting to come out here for the Eagles. Lancers yet to put in all of their subs. See an option, gonna kick it out. Noel with some space. Bounces up and in. Brings it down to a 16-point game. Go up top. Brings it corner to Goodman. Goodman looking for an option. Gonna drive up high with a screen. Hand off to Lydia. Now the sub's gonna enter in. Next stoppage. Myrtle drives around. Also got it. Pass blocked. Noel gets it back and a foul called on Stewart. 1:18 to go as Hammett, Nelner, and Williams will all enter in. As will Reinhardt for the Eagles. For Stewart, after 9 he's done. And one last sub. It'll be Elizabeth. Gets it into Nelner. Swings it corner to Lydia. Pass right back to her. Nelner with some space. Hits it off too hard. Tipped around and rebounded by the Eagles. And they're going to cut her off. Slows it down. Steps up now with some space. And makes a hand on it. Ends up being stuck to the floor and finishing strong is Dimbeck. 50 seconds remaining. Over to Williams. Right back to Lydia. Lydia's got some space. Driving inside. Comes up short. Rebounded by Tulip. Bump and a foul called on Hammett. That'll be 7, which will send her to the line. Take 2. That's Johnson.
Team 7.
Off the side of the rim, rebounded by Eichstead. Up the floor to Nelner, pass low, she'll handle it anyway. Slows it down, hands off to Lydia. Over to Williams, and it's taken away. Eichstead coming in fast. Foul is called on Williams. 20.5 to go. Heading back to the line to take another 1-and-1 is jump back.
Number 12 out of Williams, first personal team's 8. Shooting 2, player jump back.
First one bounces up. Reinhardt and Tulip and back in. And Austin will enter in for the shooter. Second one off the corner, rebound Eichstead. She'll take it up the floor. Over to Lydia. 10 seconds to go, we're going to swing it around to Nelner. Into the paint. Lydia's got it. Needs an option, kick out Nelner. Nelner got some space, going to swing it around to Williams. Williams running out of time. Blocked! And that'll do it. 14-point win for the Lancers as they move to 4-3 on the year. Big home win for them as they will get a rest before playing it on Thursday at home against Melrose. And then they will play Saturday home as well against Owen Withy. The guys will have a game tomorrow against Blair Taylor. It'll be at Blair Taylor before finishing up their week home against Osseo on Friday. Lancers will be here improved to 4-3 on the year. We will see you tomorrow at Blair Taylor. God bless you all and have a great night.